Good morning, my name is Don Nevitt. I'd like to talk about the importance of fostering a creative and innovative work environment and how to create a corporate culture that teaches people how much they are valued. Employee motivation is essential to every company's survival, especially in the rapidly changing global economic environment that exists today. Motivation is one of the most effective ways to push your people in the right direction so that they can do their best work. The challenge, though, as a recent article from the Harvard Business Review on employee motivation notes, is that getting people to do their best work, even in trying circumstances, is one of managers' most enduring and slippery challenges. Indeed, deciphering what motivates us as human beings is a centuries-old puzzle. In real terms, our understanding of best management practices has evolved dramatically over the last 100 years. Consider first the classical viewpoint and the early management studies of Frederick Taylor. Taylor focused on time motion studies as a way to improve employee efficiency. He also looked at work specialization as a way to ensure optimal employee fit and a differential rate system designed to create employee involvement. Yet instead of motivating employees, these approaches reduce the employee to the level of an ordinary machine. Modern business requires a much more employee-centered approach. The behavioral viewpoint recognized the importance of creating an optimal work environment as an essential element of any successful business. Both Abraham Maslow and Frederick Herberg support this approach. Maslow defined a hierarchical structure that he believed served as the backdrop of every employee exchange. In effect, he proposed that there are higher and lower orders of need. As the chart demonstrates, each builds upon the other until self-actualization is achieved. Herberg extended this even further by observing hygiene and motivation factors in much the same way. He suggests that the only way to achieve true satisfaction is to move beyond the day-to-day concerns of adequate pay, security, working conditions, and company policies, to embrace more intrinsic concepts such as having challenging work environments, to gain personal achievement and recognition, opportunities for advancement and growth. Ultimately, this leads the employee to greater productivity and satisfaction. According to Tim Judge's recent research on effective organizational behaviors, intrinsic motivation factors such as advancement, recognition, responsibility, and achievement seem to relate strongly to job satisfaction, whereas dissatisfied respondents tended to cite extrinsic, hygiene-type factors such as supervision, pay, company policies, and working conditions. Angelo Kanicki, in his book on management, confirms this observation by suggesting that job satisfaction was more frequently associated with achievement, recognition, job characteristics, and advancement opportunities. The question then is, how do we translate these theories into a better, real-world work environment? As the world, according to Thomas Friedman in his book on globalization suggests, becomes flatter, so do many large multinational corporations. Consider Siemens as an example of an international company that seems to have done a great job of putting these concepts into practice. Just to give you a little background, Siemens is a global company that's based in Munich, Germany. They currently have more than 405,000 employees who work in over 190 different countries. Last year, they earned just over $102 billion in revenue. Their business focus is on three core areas: industry, energy, and healthcare. These areas involve a wide array of different industries. A couple of examples are locomotives and medical scanners, both of which are pictured here. Also, airport checkpoint scanner systems, wind generators, and even consumer appliances. And that's just to name a few. Siemens is a shining example of a company that has learned that the best way to maintain a sustainable competitive advantage is to strive to foster an environment that empowers each employee. So what does this look like in real terms? The Siemens culture involves, first of all, starting with the right people. They've learned that it's essential to recruit employees that, as this chart demonstrates, have inquiring and logically thinking minds, strong attention to detail, excellent communication, problem solving, and organizational skills, and are highly self-motivated as well. Starting with the right candidates sets the stage for the employee to blossom into a highly effective member of their team. To ensure this happens, Siemens established an innovative and open culture where each employee is empowered to achieve their full potential. They remove unnecessary work and environmental stressors, much like those hygiene factors Herberg described. They foster continuous growth through apprenticeships, mentoring programs, and ongoing training for each employee. They create a widely varied work environment to ensure that each employee is engaged, satisfied, and committed. Then, each employee is given the responsibility and the authority to make important decisions and to participate in multiple roles. Finally, they show respect for their employees by giving frequent recognition for superior work. No matter what business you're in, studies show that motivated employees are far more effective than average. Motivated employees are much more likely to exhibit corporate citizenship behaviors and are far more productive than their peers. And motivated employees produce better quality work as well. Companies that embrace employee needs are much more likely to retain the best employees. So before I close, consider a few things. As the graphic depicts, getting people to come together for a common purpose is critical for group success. Motivation is the one essential factor that can distinguish you from your competitors. As we see with the Siemens example, hire the right people to match your culture. Communicate your vision and mission to each employee to make sure they buy into the purpose of your organization, then give them whatever resources are necessary and remove any obstacle so that they can attain success. Because as Nitin Noria concludes, a motivated workforce means better corporate performance and ultimately, in my mind, a truly sustainable competitive advantage.